Well, I thought I'd take a few minutes today to go over some very basic things for my friends that are serving on the mission field. I've done Bible studies and talked about being in love, but my heart is church planning, multiple church planning, and leader training. That's the heart I have. That's the heartbeat I have. So I want to kind of help with that. And so I'd like to talk to you first about how we ought to find and train men for ministry. How do we find and train men to be in our ministry? Now, I've talked about this many times, but I haven't got it in a recorded format, and so I want to do that today. So you'll have this if you are interested. Number one, we pray. We pray the Lord of the harvest that he'll send forth laborers. And so I'm reading a book by Andrew Murray right now on prayer, and what a powerful lesson he has. And I may share that with you in the next segment, but we need to pray. And then Jesus, before he chose his men, prayed. It was get a hold of God in prayer and pray before you get that. Now, for you to do that, if you're brand new on the mission field, you must start with evangelism. Of course, you don't have anybody you could even invite to be in the leadership. And so your goal is always out in the front. I'm looking for leaders I can train, but I know that in my current life, I don't have anybody, so I'm out winning souls. Too many hide inside their church. Honestly, your church ought to be giving out probably on the mission field in an open country, probably 10,000 gospel tracts a month. It's easily done. Just go buy them and get out the gospel tracts. It's got your name on it, got your address on it, and get people to come to your church. Be involved in evangelizing people with the gospel message of Jesus Christ. Get them in church. It's never really counted all that much towards getting our job done if we lead somebody to Christ and they never make a decision to follow up and be part of a church. So get them in church, get them serving God in a church. And as soon as they get in church, you start everybody in basic discipleship. So it's what we used to do in the new members class in church, and it's what most churches call discipleship. When they're doing discipleship, it really just means basic Christian doctrines. And we, as missionaries, want to do much more than that. We want to take it a lot further than that. We want to show people how to become leaders, but we start with that. And we want to get them to attending church all the time. They ought to become faithful givers and prayers and soul winners themselves and Bible readers. And so we're working at getting all that done at all times, getting that ready so that they can be able to get into ministry. We will be able to get this done if we will go out and evangelize and all the time praying for leaders, and then disciple all the time praying for leaders. God will show us people we can use.